Hey everyone, it's Jeff Grace at gracehomes.com, Remax Hallmark here in Toronto, and today is the first working day of the new year. Well, it's actually a holiday, but I'm in here working anyways, January 2nd. And I just recently did a blog post before the year ended about the top 5 homes on our website that people viewed in 2016. I thought I'd take you through a quick spin here on the computer. So let me scroll down and start with number 5. Number 5 was 5 Elton Crescent. This house is really special to me. I helped these clients buy this home as a bungalow years ago. They took it down, started from scratch, built on top, around, behind. And it's a really modern, really custom home. Ipe wood outside, beautiful steel feature there, which helps keep the sunlight out of the home. Vaulted ceilings. The floors are gorgeous. These guys, they love this home, but they decided they want to get a country property. And before they bought this home, they already had a home in Toronto that they maintained as a rental while they were living in this property. So the decision was, let's move back into the original home. Let's sell this beautiful custom home we've built, and let's buy a place in the country where we can really get out and relax. And actually, when you look at the blog post here, I was lucky enough to attend their home inspection of the country property, and this was a little photo that I took. And I did a video as well. This is so peaceful. They've got this little island built out into a river, and it's magical. But this home here on Elton Crescent was amazing. All the light placement, the windows, the modern fireplace. It was warm hardwood through all the living spaces. And then as you got to the back, there's a polished concrete floor. And again, just light everywhere. Custom kitchen. What you'll see here is there's a little atrium built where the home actually jogs around it, which creates a nice little feature. Great outdoor space. This lot was 50 by about 150. This is a main floor office, but interestingly, the house was built so that they could age in it. So they built this home with the idea that this could be a master bedroom on the main floor. So as they age, they wouldn't need to use the staircase. And that's why the bathroom here on the main floor is actually a full bathroom. It's not just a powder room. When you get upstairs, this is a beautiful green roof they had built up here, and this large window opens up so you can actually step out onto the green roof. Master bedroom was great. There was large windows, still affording privacy though. This is a master walk-through closet and a master ensuite. We did a lot of staging in this home, and as well, the homeowners painted the house from top to bottom and actually installed this walk-through closet because they had closet systems here, but they weren't quite up to the same polish level as the rest of the house. It was something they meant to always do, and they knew that when the buyer was coming through this home, looking at a home of this level, they'd want everything to be polished off. So this was number 5. And I think the only reason it was number 5 was it only lasted a day on MLS. This would have ranked much higher, but there wasn't a lot of market exposure because we knew there was a buyer that had just missed out on a perfect modern home in the neighborhood and that was eyeing this property. They were actually wanting to see it before we went on MLS, but we wanted to make sure we got full exposure. So we were out there for a day. There were 4 or 5 showings. We followed up with all the other buyers. No one else was ready to pull the trigger on the home, and they gave us full price, and the owners were happy with that. We pushed our price level sort of to the maximum of what we thought was realistic just to account for that. That was number 4. Oh, the basement there as well. The basement was a nice little apartment. It was a block away from a college campus, and so they rented this out, which was a fantastic income opportunity. As we scroll up, number 4 was 298 Monarch Park Avenue. And again, this is a story that I think back because all these homes are more than just sales to me. They're all people and they're all families, and these guys bought this home when it was just the 2 of them, and they were looking for a 2-bedroom home. And I kept referring to the 2nd bedroom as a home office, and they surprised me a few days into looking at homes that they were actually expecting, and so I quickly started referring to the 2nd bedroom as a nursery. But this was a 2-bedroom home. You'll see here it's a 3-bedroom because when they purchased it, we looked at the house and we saw that they could expand and create a 3rd bedroom. We also saw the basement being unfinished was a great opportunity to create more living space. And this is a rare, almost 170-foot backyard. So one of the things about this home with a parking pad right out front was that long backyard that you can't replace. And I knew when they bought it, then when it was time to move from this home, it would be a great sale because of that unique feature. Inside the house, again, a lot of staging in this home as we prepared it. But these guys contacted me before they had their 4th child. Yeah, 4 kids in this 3-bedroom semi. And they said, you know what, we're not loving the house anymore. We need to move. We need to change something. And so I went through a long list of things that they didn't like about the house. It's like being a psychologist. I sat down, I walked through the home, I listened to what they were saying, I interpreted it, and I said, basically, you need to fix these things. And if you fix these things, you're going to be happy with your home again. And they said yes. So they went to town, they started fixing these items, they loved their home again. But then when the fourth child came, I don't know how many months into the latest one being there it was, but they got the phone call saying, you know what, we're outgrowing the space. We need detached. We need 4 bedrooms. So the great thing was a lot of the preparation for the listing had been done already months prior as they prepared the house for their own enjoyment. But it was great, bright, open concept. And this home was brought on the market at the same time as probably 3 other houses that week, all in similar price range. So I know the clients are pretty nervous thinking, you know what, the buyers are going to go look at all these properties and which is going to sell first, which one will sell for more. That one went for a bully offer. What should we do? And we held tight. We stuck with the plan and it worked out really well. Again, that backyard and as well as the work they did to the home, the staging we did, the marketing we did, we got over $200,000 more for this home than the list price. And you know, the list price was low. We were expecting to get more than the list price, but we definitely exceeded what we thought the value would be with this sale. This was a kitchen where actually above the kitchen there was nothing, and that's where the 3rd bedroom was added on when they did the renovation. So that was the new bedroom there that they created. Nice clean bathroom. This was the middle bedroom, which was the 2nd bedroom, home office / nursery when they bought it. And this was the master, which was obviously being used for a couple of their children. And then when we go downstairs, this is a totally unfinished basement. So they put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this and created a great rec room and a fantastic bathroom with laundry built into it. They had a chest freezer, so it was a really useful space. And then there's the backyard. So you can see how deep that is. And they actually flooded it for a hockey rink every winter. But I think people really fell in love with having this much space. So that was number 4 for 2016 298 Monarch Park. Number 3 was this home on Davenport. And this one actually, you know, bucks the trend for all the other houses that made the list. This house isn't beautiful. This house isn't staged. There wasn't fancy marketing done for this home. This was a house that clients of ours reached out. It was their family home. There were siblings. Mom had passed, unfortunately, and we were asked to come in and help them sell the family home. And so the photos show that it's an older home that's a bit tired, but this family put in months of work to prepare it, cleaning out obviously decades of memories and items and collections that were in the home. And for this home, it was really being marketed to a renovator. It was a little bit too much work for most end users, and the person that did buy it actually ended up fully renovating and creating multiple apartments in it as a rental property. So here, it was a little bit less so the fancy marketing and more so how to price it properly to the point where we would get a number of offers without the offers being so low that we wouldn't want to accept them. This property was great. I actually considered buying this when I first saw it until I realized how much money it needed in renovations, and I just couldn't afford to do that. But it was a fantastic property. Nice vaulted 3rd floor there. It already had a couple suites in it. It was 3 rentals. And the basement, you can't really tell in this video, but the basement is extremely tall down here with parking at the back. So this was great. The thing with this home was we got, I don't remember, over 20 offers. I don't remember exactly how. And that was a long night of negotiations with the way some of the buyer's agents act here in Toronto, the back and forth and the games being played. But we got the sale done. Everyone was happy. 2 of the family members managed to make it there. The 3rd one was up in Huntsville. There was a snowstorm on the highway, so they didn't want to brave it. We did email and telephone negotiation with him, but it worked out really well and everyone was really happy. So that was number 3. Number 2 actually happened to be on my street. This is one of my neighbor's homes. So this was kind of special because it was right at home for me. So 14 Elmview Drive. This is a fantastic house. This was our client's 4th or 5th home. They move around a lot, and the decision for this move was that they had 2 teenage children who were growing up and becoming more independent and wanted access to the subway. They didn't need 4 bedrooms anymore, so we helped them downsize to a 3-bedroom right near the subway line, and then we focused our attention on turning 14 Elmview around. So this is a 4-bedroom home, and much like my house, it offers a lot of space, but it's not finished all that well. You know, it's been lived in for a long time. There haven't been a lot of recent updates done to it. The house is painted beautifully to list it. We staged it from top to bottom. But as you see through here, you know, the kitchen was still dated, the bathroom was still dated. But the buyer could have done one or two things with this home. This could have been someone that could only afford a house at 1.1 million, couldn't afford to do any renovations, and you know what? They could move right into it, just like the family who is leaving. Or this might be someone who could afford 1.2, 1.3, but because it's a very low traffic street and there's a lot of renovations going on in the neighborhood, you can see out the window here, there's a top up happening across the street. Someone might have bought this and done some renovations. So that's why we decided it didn't make sense to renovate this kitchen, to put much money in here, because we thought the end user was probably going to do some work. And at the end of the day, the house has been sitting there for probably about 2 months vacant while the buyers are doing their plans to renovate it how they want to renovate it. I'm going to connect them with a couple local contractors so they can get their quotes. But I think this turned around really well. I think the staging worked out really well in this home. The house showed beautifully. You know, the one challenge with the home was it did not have central air conditioning because it's heated by RADs. And that's the same with my home. And there's a couple times in the summer where it gets pretty warm. And unfortunately, when this house was listed, it was basically the hottest heat wave of the summer 2016 there in August. So we actually pulled the house off the market for a couple of days. And I suggested to the homeowners, you know, it's $2,500 to get a ductless air conditioner installed in your upstairs wall, because people aren't even coming to your open house. It's just unbearable with the temperature right now. So they pulled it off, spent $2,500 on air conditioner, put it back on, and a few showings later, we had a buyer that paid almost full price for it. So this was fantastic. This is the 4th bedroom on top of the garage. As you can see, the bathroom could still use the next buyer's touch. The basement was a great finished rec room space. There were 2 bathrooms in the home, but this one bathroom did not have a shower, and that's a stumbling point for a lot of buyers these days. They want 2 full showers in a home. But when I was showing the home to people and hosting open houses, we could show them how in this space right over here, which was the furnace room, there was enough space to just sink a shower in there, and it was a pretty easy fix. Great backyard, west facing, really sunny. So that was number 2. Number 1 was 126 Elmer Avenue. And it's no surprise our client is actually an interior designer by trade, so the house is beautiful. These guys lived here for a number of years. I think it was at least 9, 10, 11 years. Didn't have children when they bought the home. Had 2 little boys, and it is a 2-bedroom home. So as you'll see in the photos, their 2 boys were bunking up and sharing a room. You know, they didn't necessarily have to move, but they were really outgrowing that space. They were 10 years further in life, making more money. The equity had been built up in this home. And so we actually helped them purchase a home back in the neighborhood of 14 Elmview, a brand new custom 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom home. But this one here just showed beautifully. It was so cute. And a lot of this is the homeowners mixed with our stagers. And it's on Elmer Avenue, so it's just 1 block up from Queen Street. Great location. The kitchen here was really, really cute. It actually was not a stone countertop, but it looks very much like stone, and from the photography it showed very well. Upstairs we've got the master with great closet space all down the side. The boys were bunking up. This room actually did not have a closet. This door was sealed shut, and it was accessed through to the master. Bathroom showed very nicely. But this home only had 1 bathroom, and as you'll see here, we've got 2, because the homeowners, under our guidance, actually went and created a 2nd bathroom. This is their basement rec room, and through this door over here was an unfinished laundry room. But what we did is they completely finished it. They incorporated the laundry into the bathroom, just like that 298 Monarch Park we saw earlier in the list. And gorgeous glass shower, custom bathroom, great outdoor living space, again, west-facing backyard. And the landscaping was fantastic at this house. One little trick here we did, just to let everyone know, this car here that was in the parking spot is down a mutual driveway. And so it's this space here. The homeowner's car actually didn't fit down that driveway, so they parked on the street. But we went and rented a car that was the right width to fit, and we took it down the driveway and parked it in the back for our photos and videos. And that's really important because a lot of these homes on the beach have narrow driveways, and there definitely are cars that fit. And this is not like a Fiat or something ridiculously small. I think it's just a basic Hyundai-sized car, Hyundai Accent maybe, or something like that. But you want to get the car down there. You want to show people it can be there, because as people look at the home, they're going to automatically assume they can't fit a car down that driveway and this house has no parking. But once they see the photos, the video, they take the brochure home and they see, oh, wait a minute, there is a car there. All of a sudden, it's a house of parking. It might not fit their huge SUV, but it definitely fits a car, and that opens it up to a whole new audience of people. So those are our top 5 houses of 2016. 2016 was a lot of fun. We had fun with all our clients. I look this time of year back at all of the sales, and I just love looking at all of the homes we help people buy and sell, because they're more than just homes. They're more than just income for us. They're relationships we build over time. They're dinner parties we're going to have in the future. And we appreciate all your support this year. So looking forward to a great 2017. Shoot me a message, Jeffrey@gracehomes.com. Give us a call, 416-699-9295. We're here not only to help you buy or sell real estate in 2017, but even if you just have questions, if you want to know what your house is worth, if you need to do some homework, give us a call and we're here to help. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.